UK, on DAB+, on YouTube, on the app, on your mobile, the home of common sense. This is Talk.
It is Talk 25 to 4. Peter Cargwell will be here at 4 o'clock with Drive. Absolutely rammed on that show this afternoon. He'll be in to tell us what is going on. Now, they call them porch pirates, people who nick parcels off your doorstep. Well, they stole 666.5 million quid's worth in the past year, hitting 17% of households. That's 4.8 million people. Wow. With just 1 in 353 thefts reported. Average parcel values rose from £102 to £138. Hotspots include Leicestershire, Hertfordshire and Kent, with peaks in November and December, well, as it approaches Christmas. Let's speak with Scott Dixon, consumer expert. Afternoon to you, Scott. Somebody tried to explain this crime, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago. We wouldn't have known what on earth they were talking about, of course, because we didn't really live in this world of multiple parcels being delivered. I mean, at one point, I thought Amazon was my home was part of Amazon's headquarters. There were so many parcels arriving on a daily basis, mostly not down to me. But that is the world we're in now, so rich pickings for those who want to trouser a few quid.
Yeah, and the first thing that you need to remember, Ian, is that the retailer is responsible under the Consumer Rights Act 2015. So if a parcel is late, it goes missing or it arrives damaged, it's the retailer that needs to deal with it, not the courier. And this falls under Section 29 of the Consumer Rights Act 2015, which states that the goods remain at the retailer's responsibility until they come into the possession of the consumer or a person that you nominate to receive the goods. Right.
So if it's on the doorstep, even if you've said leave it in a safe place and all that, it is still their fault.
If you nominate a safe place and the goods are stolen from that safe place that you've designated, that's on you, because the retailer and the courier followed your instructions.
Gotcha.
But if they leave it on your doorstep or in a bin or throw it over a hedge or whatever else, it's the retailer that needs to deal with it, not you.
Yeah. And in that respect, I suppose that's where most of these thefts kind of come from, really. I mean, they're just left by the door, right? That isn't a safe place.
Yeah, and it happens all the time. I mean, I've seen it myself. I've got CCTV, and sometimes they don't even bother ringing the doorbell or even giving you a chance to get to the door because they're running against the clock. But that's not your fault. That's not your problem.
Correct.
So, and if the retailer, you're entitled to a refund or a replacement if the goods don't arrive or they go missing or they're damaged and things like that. But if the retailer won't play ball, what you can do is contact your bank or your credit card provider and make what's called a chargeback. Mm-hmm. So the bank or the credit card provider steps into your shoes, reverses the transaction, and the retailer has to defend it.
Yeah.
And it's really problematic for them to do so. So even just mentioning it is a card that's worth playing. And you've got 120 days to make a chargeback with your debit card or credit card. And if it's over £100, you're covered by Section 75 of the Consumer Credit Act 1974. So the credit card provider is jointly liable if 120 days passes.
In terms of the extraordinary increase in these kind of thefts, I mean, it is... and by the way, it's quite fascinating. I'm sure we've all looked at YouTube videos of this whole montages of people doing this. Some get caught and chased down the road. Sometimes they make the box an exploding box. I'm not advising that to anybody. No one's killed. It's not that kind of explosion, but it bangs like a party banger and frightens the bejesus out of the thief, etc. But I suppose the smart money, Scott, says it's going to get worse, this, right?
It will get worse because more and more people are relying on couriers and working from home and things like that. But what you can do is, for example, do you have a trusted neighbour that you can rely on to nominate to take your deliveries? For example, I work from home and my neighbours nominate me. Lucky me. And so you can do that. Or maybe a convenience store nearby. They can take your parcels for free in a safe locker. Install CCTV or a video doorbell. And you can actually buy lockable boxes that bolt to the ground if that's something that you want to do as well.
Got it.
So prevention is better than cure, but ultimately the retailer is responsible if all else fails.
Indeed, good to hear that as well. Scott, thank you. Scott Dixon, consumer expert. If you've been on the receiving end of a porch pirate, I got it. A neighbour, I saw somebody nick something from the neighbour's house. And it was weird because the person who nicked it actually worked for a company. It was a pharmacist. I won't give any further details. And he had like a high vis on and a clipboard, so he approached the house. And to all intents and purposes, it looks like he's doing so. He obviously knocks on the door, there's no one around, and he walks off. And he satisfies himself that there's no one around, and he picks up a parcel. Now, picking up a parcel is also something these delivery guys do, so it kind of didn't initially look really weird. Only later, when the neighbour said, went knocking on doors and said, "Oh, anybody, had a parcel delivered?" And it's kind of, it seemed to have disappeared, because I got the email to say it was delivered, and now it's not there. And I just remembered seeing this guy who was, meant to be delivering people's prescriptions. But obviously he had a side hustle going in in nicking parcels. And the funniest thing was, about, 3 weeks later, I saw the same guy still driving his car. So he never got fired for it, whatever the heck happened. Matthew is in Cheshire. Back to that issue of the BBC.